Hmm. You know, I really hate it when I'm right sometimes. Yeah, this is one of those times where that I regret ever making a guess on something. If you recall me saying something specific in a live stream that I've done about 2.5 months ago.
Oh, here's another speculation, real quick. Um, I think Charizard is most likely going to get Gigantamax form, even though he doesn't need another form by any means. But the fact of it is that I don't even remember the dude's name. The current champion of the region that's undefeated with the undefeated Charizard. The only logical reason why he would be undefeated is because he has a new form, and obviously Mega Evolution isn't a thing because Game Freak confirmed that it's not in it. So the only option is a new Gigantamax form that he has.
Gee, look who called it. Was it really that predictable, though? Yeah, kind of. There's many evidence of that. But if you really think about it, seriously, does Charizard really need to be fucked 3 times now? 3 different forms he has? That's beyond overkill. Like, why does it seem to me like now the only reason why Charizard's a thought is to try to change him or turn him into something different? I mean, does the Pokemon Company or Game Freak even give a shit about the original design anymore? You know, the main reason why he's so popular in the first place? Apparently not, because here we are again with another Gigantamax form for freaking Charizard, who clearly doesn't need it. Well, to be honest, the writing was on the wall from the beginning. It was shown in the earlier trailers of Leon and his undefeated Charizard. Now, in my heart, I wanted to believe that this Charizard was a special one and that he was actually way more powerful and actually could win a lot of battles on his own. But of course not. That would have been too respectful. As much as I wanted to believe that, it was a big red flag as soon as the Gigantamax forms were revealed. Now, I would have had way more hope for Charizard if it weren't for this. Now, of course, we know how much the fanboys still obsess over Mega Charizard X and Y. Now, there are many sources, including Cerebi, who did a showcase on Charizard, that pretty much show that if you're using normal Charizard, you're an idiot. Regular Charizard is so obsolete now that it's pretty much non-existent, especially in terms of competitive gameplay. I mean, anyone else find it insulting that one of the writers of Cerebi literally says in capital bold letters, "Why are you still using regular Charizard?" In other words, he's dead. The only reason why Charizard exists now is to pretty much turn into something else. Now, going back to Leon's Charizard, I knew for a fact 100% this prediction was obvious. It was very obvious to me. Because of how overpowered the Mega Evolutions were and how underwhelming normal Charizard is, it was that clearly obvious that Charizard would get a new form. As stated in the stream, Mega Evolutions do not exist. So, of course, you have to fuck them a third way, huh? Of course. I seriously thought this bullshit was done. And it aggravates me. It aggravates me so much. Yes, I understand there's some people out there that says, oh, you don't have to use the Mega Evolutions. You don't have to use the Gigantamax form. And you don't have to be a fan of them. But the fanboys and other obsessed Megas and Gigantamax freaks will say otherwise. There was many times where I wanted to enjoy Charizard, regular classic Charizard, many times back in Gen 6, but I got bombarded with a bunch of fucking bullshit, taunts, insults, and everything else. Of course, you can't even use regular Charizard in any sort of battle, even casually, without being considered a fucking moron. So, this is the last thing that he needs, is yet another form to completely outclass and push away the original form that everybody fell in love with to begin with. Looking back at this whole thing, you would, especially with the way I see it, I wanted this Charizard to be, like, more powerful on his own and have that whole, like, sense of accomplishment and pride and whatever. But no, it's just another fucking gimmick that he's exposed to. So pretty much this whole being undefeated is a huge fuck you to the original character. It's not the original Charizard doing it. No, it's this stupid abomination from hell that is doing all the work. And of course, regular Charizard gets none of the credit yet again. And that's the reason why I'm so aggravated with this. Does Pokemon Company and Game Freak even give a shit about regular Charizard anymore? They don't. It's clearly obvious. Because if they did, they wouldn't constantly change him. Seriously, what the hell is this design? And the reason why I use the term what the hell is because it literally looks like a spawn of Satan. This thing does not look like Charizard. Or if it does, it looks like it's being possessed by some sort of fucking lava demon. Like, do you seriously need more flames coming out of every part of your body? Your fucking wings are flames, your horns are flames, your fucking chest is flames. They're trying way too hard with these forms. Way too hard. It's like they're shoving this shit in your face so much that they almost want you to forget the quote-unquote boring old designs. Well, it's sure as hell working because more and more people are forgetting about the original classic designs, and they're more focused on this new shit. Well, of course, as soon as I think that this whole shit is over and I can finally resume being a proper fan of Charizard again, the original Charizard, this shit happens, and now I pretty much have to backpedal again and pretty much push him aside. I'm sorry, I don't really feel like being taunted and insulted and called a moron and all this other shit just because I want to like a character the way it was originally intended. Not whatever the new popular thing is. Absolutely not. A lot of you guys can be fans of the Megas and this fucking thing, but you also have to remember, without the original Charizard, there wouldn't be these other forms. So, maybe we all should respect the original form a little bit more. But no, of course not. Looks like I have some cleaning up to do. Yep, I took them off the shelf. And off they'll remain. Because now, I'll have to stop being a Charizard fan for yet another several years. Until this crap dies down. Wait a minute. If I was right about the prediction of Gigantamax Charizard, then won't that mean